An unmanned Russian spacecraft is spinning out of control above Earth after a serious malfunction. The capsule launched as planned from Kazakhstan on Tuesday, and it was supposed to deliver several tons of supplies to the space station. But it quickly broke contact with ground control, and now it's started to fall. For more on this, we're joined by Tarik Malik, managing editor of Space.com. And Tarik, this spacecraft was scheduled to dock at the International Space Station 6 hours after launch. Now it's headed towards Earth. Can you explain what went wrong?
Well, basically what happened was that the spacecraft Progress 59 launched as planned on Tuesday and separated from its Soyuz rocket as expected, but then something happened to the spacecraft shortly after that was not according to plan. It has an automated navigation system that seems to not have employed properly. We're not sure about its propulsion system either. And, it just soon after began tumbling through space. We saw wild video of it in a dizzying spin. And we got reports today that there's debris around it as well. Russia, decided today to just call off all attempts at trying to salvage this spacecraft and call it a loss.
And we've got some vision I'd like to show you. It was taken from a camera on board that spacecraft. We'll just bring it up shortly. Basically, from the vision, we can see, here it is, you can see the Earth whizzing past as it spins towards Earth. Do you have any idea of the speed at which it's heading?
Oh, no, when these spacecrafts are flying through space in orbit, they're traveling in excess of about 17,500 miles just to stay up in space. This one's a bit slower than that because it is falling back to Earth. But that spin that you see is definitely a situation that Russia would not have wanted to see with this spacecraft. It's very unstable, uncontrollable, that they decided that they could not recover the spacecraft from that.
And we know it's heading towards Earth. Can you explain the trajectory that it's on?
Well, basically, the spacecraft was following its initial departure trajectory. It's, below the orbit of the space station, which is about 350 kilometers up. So there is no danger of the spacecraft or debris from it reaching the station itself. But it's, slowly just falling back to Earth as you can, like a gentle arc. And, over the next few days, possibly even, the next day or so, it's expected to break apart in orbit and burn up in the atmosphere.
Right, and this spacecraft was due to deliver almost 3 tons of food and fuel to the International Space Station. What will happen to the people on board the ISS if they don't get that cargo, and how long will their supplies last?
Well, there's 6 astronauts on the space station right now, 3 Russians, 2 Americans, and 1 Italian. They do have enough supplies, we heard yesterday, to last them for the next 4 months. Just about a week or 2 ago, they received an American cargo ship that arrived flawlessly, and in June they'll be getting another shipment. So they're pretty stocked up right now for the supplies. Whether or not they can add this lost cargo kind of replacement on a future U.S. or Russian cargo ship, that remains to be seen right now.
Okay, so they're in good shape for now, and
exactly.
It's good to hear that it's going to break up before it gets to Earth. Tarik Malik, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate it.
A pleasure.